shape. Keep that foot there. Remember, you're gonna, okay, see where your feet are? Stop. Where are your hips pointing? That way, right? Where's your target? If you, remember we talked about center in this exercise? If your center of your body is pointing this way, and you cut here, you will have no power whatsoever and no structural support, and even this sword might not cut, okay? So you want to face the target with your feet at the target so that your center is directed at the target. That's where all your power is. Relax, no tension. Very good. Stop. Okay. Now, one of the reasons we cut tatami is so that we can look at what happened during the cut. Okay, there's a little bit to look at here. Okay. Now, if you cut perfectly, okay, the mat is going to fall here, right? So we can see that the fact that it flew that way, the fact that it flew straight sideways is actually pretty good. The fact that it flew sideways means that your cut is not completely straight and you're turning this way. So not only are you turning your hips, but you're turning your sword as it's moving. One of the reasons that happens is low velocity. Okay? So here also, there's a little bit of wonkiness with edge alignment going on, probably because of a weak grip. And you know, when I say these things, I don't mean it in any form of criticism. It's all relative, right? Your grip is fine, but relative to what it should be, it's a little bit on the soft side. So that's why it wobbles a little bit. But other than that, you know, the angle is good. The mat flew sideways, which is great. Okay, so for our first cut today, that's fantastic. A little bit about angles. You want to be able to control your angles, right? So the fact that I'm asking for a 45-degree angle, who cares? 45, 65, 75, I don't care, right? As long as you're able to do it consistently. I'm asking you to do 45 because that's what works best on these. It gives you the most number of cuts per mat. For example, if you cut a very steep angle, you know, obviously, you're not going to have that many cuts. And if you cut into the existing cut, you're going to leave this schmutzy spray all over the place. And then it's not nice and people don't like it. It annoys me. So try for 45 degrees. Don't make it too flat because that's harder. Okay, cutting like this is a lot harder. One of the hardest cuts in tatami is like this. Okay? So aim for 45, which is pretty much that. Okay. Now this time, as you see, it flew a little bit forward, right? Yep. Okay, now also, you can see that it's sloped just a teeny bit this way, which means that one of your hands is either pushing or pulling, and that's why it flew that way, okay? So you're pretty good from the right, let's try from the left, if you feel comfortable.
I'll try it. I'll see how it goes.
Closer? Yep. Okay, pretty good. Now, see from the left, which is not your natural side, that lack of velocity caught up with you. But other than that, you see how the angle's pretty decent, a little steep but good. It's pretty straight. Yeah, you lost a little bit towards the end, which is why you lost it here. Because you had good and the grip either softened up or whatever, and it turned here. So try that again. Aim for like here. We want to try to minimize the mess. As a general rule of thumb, not necessarily just for today, a little closer, because you're going to run out of sword. You see how close you have to be to your target? Okay. This was a lot better cut, but you just ran out of steam. You see how nice and straight this is? Okay. Very nice, but again, run out of steam. So now do the same thing and give it a little more hip, and maybe a little more squeezing of the grip. And the left is a lot harder than right for most people. Okay.
Oh, that's a mess.
You actually had more velocity this time.
Yeah, but I ran out of it like at the end.
You did.
I could feel it faster at the beginning, but then.
Oh, okay. Again,
target.
it's consistent. Remember we talked about straight line to the target? You're going like that. Okay? Okay. Can you do one more? Can that work? Short pegs. That's not going to work.
Hold on, guys. I get my knife.
That's that.
do not mess with Mike and his Mad Ninja skills. That was the lesson.
Get a little closer. Let's see if that helps. Okay, very good. If you had been a little taller, it would work.
I'll work on that.
Oh, yeah, we're done with this one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Keep that handy.
Yep.
Okay, can you put one that to me? I want to show something.
Bill,
I'm
may I
gonna check
suggest
some
putting that in your
photographs.
pocket so you don't leave it here when you leave today?
This is actually the most arrogant thing I'm going to try to do today because it's very hard to do things wrong on purpose. It's very easy to screw up by accident. I do it all the time. But on purpose, I might screw up screwing up. Okay? Okay, so first let's look at a clean cut. Okay, actually that wasn't that clean. Stupid finger. Anyway, the mat kind of flew a little bit, right? It didn't go very far and flew forward, so that wasn't a clean cut. You see what happened here? Pushing of the hands, okay? Now I'm going to do it more wrong. Finger. You do it.
You do what? Mom?
Yeah, try to lead the hilt instead of the tip. I forget it. We're not good enough.
Not good enough to do it wrong. It's not the worst flaw you could possess.
No, it's pretty bad.